All right, we are live. Hey guys, this is Smith, and with me I have Vintage Sachin. So great! It's Miami Division One in Indian Racing League, and Sachin, it's crazy to see that it's already raining.
It's going to
Uh,
be a roller coaster of the ride for the D1 drivers today.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, I don't know what's gonna be there in the race. Is it dry? Is it wet? So it's all about how they're gonna be, setting up their setup for the race itself. So yeah, we'll know soon.
But
But
normally, if you see Codemasters, they give rain in one session. If they've given it in quali, they don't give it in the race. If they do it in the race, they don't do it in the quali. So I think it might be a dry race.
I hope it's a dry. I mean, so it could be either, like very shiny, clean, and chaotic, or it's gonna be very gloomy, rainy, and chaotic. One thing is constant, which is chaotic because, hey, it's Miami, it's new for everyone. So for sure, I feel there could be some, incidents, but fingers crossed, you never know. But I do see a few drivers coming in. It's TBK who's out, and I think it's one of the Aston Martin. I believe it's Yogesh Gosalia. Yep. So let's see how these guys go ahead.
So who do you think will take pole, Smith?
Well, it's very tricky over here because we have had two races so far, and both the times we had, I think, a Caesar winning both the races. Don't really remember who took pole in qualifying, but we could have people like maybe Vyom or Caesar or Vintage, Hushrav. These guys are really quick.
Well, Vintage can't take pole since he's commentating, but
I'm sorry, I meant Vifix. I don't know why I said Vintage. My bad.
no
But I
problem.
already
So
see.
I think Hushra was on pole on the first two races, if I'm not wrong.
Ah, I see.
Have you shared the stream link, Smith?
I think I'll just quickly do that. In the meantime, can you take us through TBK's lab, because I think he's going to be the one starting.
Yeah, so rounding up the last corner, Sun is B Karan on his first run. They're all on inters as of now, so it seems like the track is not so well. Faster start finish line. Takes the first corner nice and neat. Little touch on the exit. Cautiously approaching the next few corners. The city section in the west. The cautiously. This should be more of a banker lap. Now on to the straight. Looks like he is on more of a dry setup. He's the top speed. Slows down well. Starts to see a pitch on the left. Starts to see a pitch on the right. We have a yellow flag on sector 1. We have a yellow flag in sector 3. Hopefully TBK is not bothered by that. Now to the back straight. Seems like a decent lap from TBK.
Yep. I mean, it's inters, so I'm sure it's not going to really bother, Division 1 guys. And I see Azun retiring. I feel that is classic Azun retiring in the pits, starting from behind. But we see TBK crossing the line, and that's 137, a decent lap by TBK. And I think it's going to be one of the McLaren, Noopshan. I think he just started his lap. But did Yash cross? Yeah, he did. That's 138.2. So there's a huge gap, 137.3 and 138.2. Definitely Yash Gosalia putting in his banker. But in the meantime, I think we can go check Noobshan because he is, I think, on his hot lap right now. I think he spun out.
Dry out by the
And he
last few
backs up.
laps, considering the time it took for it to dry out yesterday.
Yeah, I don't think it would be drying out in quali really, but you never know how it's gonna be in the race. So yeah, let's see. So I'm on board with Shadow, but before that I'll just quickly go. I think it's Hushrov who's gonna cross the line. Is he gonna put a pole lap? Oh, he is off by 4 tenths. And it's Shadow who's gonna cross next. Vyom goes P2, so that's a good lap by Vyom as well. Shadow goes P2, okay, so he displaces Vyom. Kimiar goes P3.
So that was a solid first lap from PBK. I mean, even some of the championship contenders are behind him on their banker lap, so it was a solid lap from PBK.
Yeah.
We have a couple of D2 drivers reserving today.
Wait, what? Basil goes P1 and he's like 1.5 seconds quicker. So definitely the track is drying than what it was, I think, 5-6 minutes ago. And I do see sun rays. The sun is shining. So that is a good news, I guess.
That there will be a few daredevils trying the dry tire in the last 3-4 minutes of qualifying.
Let's hope. Yep, definitely it is drying. PSI just went P2. We have one of the McLarens. I guess that's Ahif, yep. And Ahif goes P2, so definitely yes, the track is drying.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna increase your volume a bit. Yeah, can you give me a check 1, 2 maybe?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's perfect. Let's see what Mayank does there. He's gonna be the one crossing the line. Oh, and behind him we had one of the Alpines. I don't know, was it PSI? No, it wasn't PSI. I think it was maybe TBK. No, Jishnu is in the pits, so it was TBK for sure, yep. But Basil is definitely quick here, and let's see who displaces him. Or was that a pole lap?
I think it will be a battle for pole between Basil and Hushraf tonight.
Yeah, but let's have a look at Vifix. He's about to cross, and look at that. That is 4 tenths, 3.5 tenths quicker than Basil. So yeah,
that's a great lap.
That was definitely a great lap. The track is gradually drying. I think Hushraf is gonna go into the pits.
Do you remember the times that the D2 was doing yesterday on Inter in the race?
Man, I was too focused not spinning. So I have no idea. But I guess Shadow... Okay, no, he's gonna go in the pits.
But I think, as far as I remember, on medium tires, people were doing 132s and 133s in the race. So I guess they're not that far off from the dry tire pace.
Are you sure it was 132?
Yes, I'm very sure, because I know how slow I was yesterday.
Okay.
So everyone was on 132s, where I was somewhere near 133, 134 on the medium. And the people on softs were around 131.8, 131.7.
Okay, okay. So
In
that's
the race at
McLaren
least, not in the
boys
quali.
P5, P6. Easy level just went P6, so that's a decent lap by him. I think Noobshan is just doing maybe race runs, just trying to figure out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so does that mean it's gonna rain in the race? Or Noobshan, I think, is still trying to figure out the setup maybe. But it's crazy to see that Caesar has not put any time.
I think he retired in the start of the session.
I saw Azun retire. I
I
don't know
think
what
that
Abhi
Caesar's
is
been grayed
doing,
out.
but
No, Abhi,
Caesar.
Caesar and Azun have been grayed out. I think they've retired.
Okay. Azun, I
Doesn't
know,
it
he
show that
always
pace?
does. No, 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 that's what I'm saying. I'm asking, why did Caesar retire?
Oh, is he serving a
Yeah.
penalty from last year?
Does he have a quali ban?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Let's check it out.
But I'm on board with Chips, who is now promoted to D1. Oh, wait, he was always in D1, my bad. But again, let's see what he does. I think it could be 137, 136 for 9. That's P8 for him.
It doesn't really matter where Chip starts the race because he has got the ability to run tires longer than anyone else, I think, in this league. And he does that successfully each and every time. So
Yeah.
he will be there somewhere.
Is Hushrav impeding someone lap? I have no idea. But who is that? Is that Vyom? Is he helping Vyom? Okay, no. Vyom goes into the pits.
No, so Caesar does not have a quali ban, so I don't know why he has retired.
Okay.
Maybe he's won the first two races, so he wants more of a challenge, so he's trying the last to first.
I don't know if someone is that nice. But I see Kimi definitely improving. He goes P5. That is almost 9/10 faster than his lap. So that's a great lap, I believe. What happened to Yash Gosalia? No idea. But is Jishnu? Okay, not Jishnu, but we have Shadow. Okay, Shadow's going into the pits. I think it's going to be PSI who's going to cross the line next. Let's see what he does.
He's half a second up on his previous time, so should be
Okay,
good.
so maybe he could go P4. Okay, that's a good lap,
Yeah.
definitely.
So talking of the people who are not where they're supposed to be, Vyom definitely has more pace than where he's showing to be currently. Pushrav, Yash Gosalia, Jishnu, all these people have great pace in them. They're just misplaced as of now. Maybe they haven't got the setup right or invalidated their good laps. Let's see, there's more to come from them.
Yeah, could be. That was a great lap by Hushra, but unfortunately he invalidated.
No wonder.
Yeah, that definitely would have put him P2. And I see Kimi again improving on his lap. Oh, but he goes into the pits. Okay. I think you predicted it would be dry towards the end of the qualifying.
Yes, yes. I mean,
But
someone would try, but it looks like it's raining again.
yeah, PSI not improving his lap. I guess he's gonna pit and maybe try for this last run.
He was the second off his pace, so I guess.
Chip Shima is up on his time because he's gonna be the next one to cross the line, but he's not that much. Just
Yeah.
700 of a second. Loses his car a bit and dives into the pits. So yep.
So Basil has screwed up his lap, I think. Yeah, he has.
Oh, so Caesar just put a comment that he actually crashed. He was on a flying lap, and he said he was so fast that his car just broke into two. So yeah.
Hopefully slower in the race.
Meanwhile, Vyom, I'm on board with Vyom, who just put a purple sector 1.
How much is he up on his time? Half a second.
Half a second, yeah.
So that should put him anywhere in P10. Yes.
Yeah, let's see what he does exactly, because I mean he's Vyom at the end of the day. He's done great, definitely.
So while you watch Vyom, I see shadows on his flying lap.
Okay.
He's been dodging some traffic and I had crashed. There's carnage at turn 2.
Oh, but Vyom was a second up, and again purple sector in sector 2, so that's also
So
there.
now that puts him in top 5 if he stays there.
Yeah. That puts him P3. Wow.
P3, what a lap.
What a lap.
So V6 is not improving on his time.
Let's see what Yash does. I think he's going to be the next one to cross the line, since Noopshan is not putting him fast laps.
Just misses the apex on the penultimate corner. Gets nice and slow on the throttle. And that's half a second faster than a previous lap, but that only places him P14.
Yep. And his teammate says P12. And I think Hushrav is going to be the one crossing the line. Okay, I think he's going to start the line.
Consecutive flying lap, and he is a 10th up on his previous lap, but he is out of ERS, so I don't think this lap should do much.
I think Chips is going to miss the quali, or is he going? Okay, I think he's just going to make it. Just cross the line.
He always does that. He somehow makes it always.
Oh, I'm on board with easy level, and I spun out. But I'm going to
4 times up on his previous time. That can put him anywhere near the top 5.
Alright.
Who else is on that lap? URL Basil is done, so we're not getting anything from him anymore. VFix is marginally up on his time.
Yeah, but is he gonna get a slipstream from Hushrav, who's just ahead of him? This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be on board with VFix over here. Let's see. I mean, Hushrav is a bit too far for slipstream, I feel. Yeah, he's now a bit too far, definitely. But he definitely put a faster sector 2. So I think he's definitely going to improve again.
So I think PSI is half a second up on his time. That should put him in the battle for P2.
Wow. Because yeah, Basil is done. Hushrav goes P2s. That's a lovely lap. Vifix. That's a great lap by Vifix.
Goes faster.
Yeah. PSI. Let's go on board with him. Phantom stays P13. And PSI goes P2. Wow.
What a
Shadow unfortunately has invalidated.
Just a 10 or 2 away from pole from PSI. Very good lap.
That is Chips about to cross the line. Chips goes P9. And Ahif, I think Ahif went P4. Or, okay, that's P5 for Ahif. That's a great lap. So yes, boys, that was a wet quali on Inters, and we have VFX putting up great laps. So he's P1, followed by PSI P2, and Hushrav on P3. So that is the podium for the quali. And then we have Basil, Ahif, Vyom on P4, P5, P6, Shadow P7, TBK P8, Chips on P9, Kimi on P10, Yash Gosalia, Easy Level, Phantom, Noopshan, Jishnu, Mayank, who's gonna be from P11 to P16, and then we have Abhi, Caesar, and Azun not putting up any laps.
So those two blocks are out of their places, but everyone else seems to be very close to each other lap-wise.
Yep, that's
Should
going to
be
be
an interesting
interesting.
race.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Would Caesar go from P18 to maybe podium places?
I think at least top five. If he's not as quick as he was in quali and the game breaks his car.
Yeah. Oh, it is a wet race.
Okay,
That's
so
that is
Codemasters have
interesting.
bamboozled themselves.
Yep. Now it would be interesting. Now I really want to see what Devon does over here because we had 4 safety cars yesterday, or was it 5?
They called it the Miami SCGP. Now
I
let's see how their GP is.
Yeah, because I did lose the count on safety cars that we had yesterday. And the craziest part
Yeah.
is no formation lap because thanks to Cody's.
Yeah, but wasn't someone saying it's been fixed now?
Is it? I don't think so.
Okay, okay.
Yep. So, yep, that's
Okay.
3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And here we go. That's a good run by Vifix, PSI catching up, and people behind taking it slowly. Oh,
Vyom goes on the inside and
look at that 4 wide into that corner. PSI and Vifix fighting for it, and PSI takes the lead. Meanwhile, oh, it's crazy. And Basil's already retired. Is that gonna be a VSC or a safety car? Oh my god, that is
so
a
this is like
VSC
deja vu for
already.
D2 race. Even here, the same place we had a VSC and IC.
Yes, that's a full blown safety car.
I think TBK and Basil had an incident. I don't know if you caught that on screen, but
Nope.
TBK has a 5-second penalty for colliding with Basil.
Yeah, and I think Vyom also has a 5 second penalty. So that's unfortunately race over for Basil, who had a great quali, but PSI takes the lead, so he's gonna be leading the safety car, and Khushrav maintains his place. Shadow, Vyom, Chips, TBK climbing up places.
The Shadow and Chips both have gained 3 places each, and Jishnu and Caesar have both gained 5 places
5
each.
places, yep.
Now, does anybody have damage? Do they need to pit?
Let's see who pits. Yeah, TBK
TBK
goes
pits.
into pits. Jishnu's car is ghosted. I don't know what's
The
there.
Phantom almost lost it under the safety car and still is losing it.
Yeah, I guess it's the first lap where the tires are cold. Plus, it's a safety car, so I can only imagine how it's gonna be.
I was on the pit limiter yesterday, even on the racetrack when it was wet. It was so slippery.
Yeah, man. No grip at all.
So Nukshan almost loses it behind Azun, but manages to catch his car.
So it's showing that it's gonna be full wets according to the AWS.
Okay.
Yep.
So that means that it may dry up by the end because they've started on winters, so it doesn't seem like it's raining so hard.
Yeah. Maybe we could see people going on dry towards the end. You never know. Because
Or maybe
predicted
they're
pit
throwing
stop
another
is
curveball at us and they might be having plans for wet tires later on with more rain and puddles of water.
um if that would have been the case, then maybe it would have shown wets. I don't know.
Is it?
But maybe yeah. If the rain is increasing, then definitely people would want to pit on wets, and the game itself would show that it would go to wets, is what I feel.
True. True,
Yeah,
true.
but yesterday it did show wet to wet for us, the strategy. But we did go from
Yeah.
wet to winters to dry. So
Yeah.
that's there.
We got full value for money on our.
Yes. Okay, I see one Red Bull diving into the pits. That's his Vyom. Okay, that's interesting.
So I guess 3 wide and 4 wide is not a good idea on any track on the first turn.
Definitely not.
Positive and
Definitely
balance.
not
Oh
Urush.
no, he's serving his time penalty as of now. No
Oh,
wing
I see.
change. So that was just a strategic maneuver to serve his time penalty.
All right. But
Under the
what is
safety car.
Noopshan and Caesar? Oh, they are changing wings. So maybe they had a small
This
incident
is under the
somewhere.
safety car, I think,
Yep.
because
Yep.
they had 2 chances to pit before this.
Yeah. I think safety car should be in this lap definitely. Nupshan Caesar would catch up by then. But yeah, you never know. Let's see. So Vyom is a big. I mean, has lost 10 places over here because of his penalty that he had to serve. But yeah,
Yeah.
again, that's a good call by Vyom. I think if it were me, maybe I would have stayed until the next safety car.
Yeah, considering Miami, you can always count on another safety car.
Exactly. Plus, it's raining, so that's there.
I'll just be backsman.
Yeah, no worries, buddy. I'll carry on from here. So I feel the safety car should be in this lap since Nupshan has caught up. Uh, and let's see how PSI, leads it. Yep, safety car is in this lap, and I'm gonna be on board with Vifix. Uh, what I feel is definitely he shouldn't be, caught napping. So let's see where PSI, uh, goes, and is he gonna take it to the end, or is he gonna just, start going from this penultimate turn? So yeah, let's see.
I think it should be a good battle from now on. Everyone's pretty close
Yeah.
to each other.
Yep. I think PSI has gone, and not that
Gustav is
much, but
closing in on V6.
yeah, is he gonna dive?
No.
I think he's not gonna dive. But
Oh,
I
but
see
somebody
Shadow
else dived on
diving
him.
in
Shadow
on
dived on
Hushraf,
him.
and Gosalia also dived on Jishnu, I guess. But I'm gonna be on board with Shadow and Vifix because Shadow is pretty close with Vifix, and he couldn't make the move there.
So Shadow seems to have pace that the others don't as of now. He
Oh, I
almost
think
lost
Shadow
the car,
did
as I said.
lose it, yeah, a bit, and he loses like around 3 places. But in all this, PSI has taken a lead of 1.8 seconds and climbing. And I think the closest battle we have is Gosalia and Jishnu. Okay, Jishnu is for some reason ghosted on my screen. I don't know if it's the same for you.
Jishnu is. Yeah, he is. I don't know if he's lost connection.
Yeah. Could you just maybe send him an invite?
Yeah, I will.
Meanwhile, I see
How do you
Vyom
invite on the new
catching
games,
up
then?
with Jishnu. Oh wait, are you telling me you can't invite? Oh shit,
No.
yeah, this is some stupid thing by this new game where you can't really invite people. Oh, meanwhile I see Vyom overtaking Jishnu. Oh, it's because, of course, Jishnu is ghosted. But,
No, but I don't think the AI is driving for him. It seems like human inputs.
oh, okay. But I'm on board with Shadow, who's really close to Chips, and Chips defending really well. Does Shadow go here? Oh, Chipshima still defending. Shadow still trying to make it, and Shadow does make the move. But he goes a bit too wide. Chips hard to back out.
This
And
is
oh
great
wait,
wheel-to-wheel racing.
this is a really great wheel-to-wheel race over here. Shadow takes the lead. I mean, he does get the overtake on Chips, but Chips is definitely not gonna leave him over there.
I think Chips is running a bit more uh, top speed than Shadow is running a little more downforce, because Chips caught up on Shadow like anything on the straights, and Shadow was catching up on Chips on the corners pretty soon.
Okay. And in the meanwhile, I see Basil typing in that TPK killed me. So I think that's gonna be a headache for stewards, like we had yesterday in D2. But yeah, let's see if does Chips dive, or is he gonna keep it clean over here? I have no idea. Okay, he doesn't.
So Shadow takes a brilliant defensive line, makes Chips think twice about diving in on him.
Yep. But I see Vifix putting up fastest lap, and he has closed the gap to PSI. So it was
So I think he
1.8,
was just
1.9
taking it
seconds.
cautious on the restart,
Yeah, could
giving
be.
false hopes to the others around him.
Yeah, that is possible. Oh, I see Mayank spinning out of turn 3. That's a very, very
Is it a
notorious turn,
safety
I would
car?
say. No, it's not a safety car because
Okay.
he has kept the car running. Hopefully, he doesn't have a front wing damage. He could, you never know. But yeah,
So everyone's settled in their paces now. Bushraf seems to be close to VFix, and Abhi is
close to Nupshan, yep.
close to Nubshan.
So top 3 are close, and then we have Chip, Shadow, Ahir fighting for P4, and then we have TBK, Abhi, both just fighting over there for P12. Abhi defending, okay, but I think he decides to let TBK go there. Oh, Vifix is really close to PSI. Pusher, meanwhile, putting up the fastest lap. Not many battles happening. There are a few, definitely. Hushraf trying to catch Vifix, Vifix trying to catch PSI, and Gosalia trying to catch Kimi over here.
I think everyone's taking it easy also, because it's not really grippy right now, the track.
Yeah,
So
maybe.
they just don't want to make a mistake and lose it. And there's no reward to staying within a second, since there's no DRS anymore.
Correct. But Caesar is also trying to catch up with Vyom, and he's catching up pretty quick. Is he gonna go for the move over here? Let's see. I think he does.
They're going side by side.
They're going side by
takes
side.
the inside line. Caesar tries to go for a fifth back, but
Wait, what happened? Gosalia.
Yash has
Yes.
disconnected. Is the host disconnected? I hope that doesn't bring a lot of errors.
Oh, he's disconnected at a very difficult position.
Vyom is really close to Phantom, and I think he will dive down the inside now. No,
Yeah, he could. He could be.
he could.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
He does. Vyom gets the position. Vyom goes for P8.
So that's well done.
Yep. Oh, meanwhile, Vifix is very close to PSI. In all that battle, we forgot about how
DRS
close
has been
Vifix was.
enabled. Is it time to go dry already?
Is it already? Let's see who dives into
Nobody
pits. I
has
see
gambled. I
TBK in the
think
pits.
TBK is in the pit, but which tires did
Yeah.
he put on?
Oh no! I think there was a bit contact between Hushrav and Vifix, and Vifix spun over there.
So
And
that's going to be another controversial week for D1.
yep. And Hushrav
So
trying to catch.
TBK goes on the medium tires, the first one to try for the dry tires. Mayank is in, Azun is in. All of them are probably going to take the mediums for now because the hards won't heat up as fast as we would like. But Azun, as usual, going for the hard tire strategy.
Yeah, and Phantom gets the overtake on Vyom. Caesar gets on Vyom as well. So Vyom
So
falling back
people
2
are really
places.
struggling on mediums. TBK has crashed on his mediums. So
Oh.
maybe he was too early or he was pushing too much.
Yeah, we have 4 drivers, but let's see. Is that a safety car?
If it is, then TBK has lost out massively. Does it show SE on your screen?
It does, it does.
Okay.
But people are diving into the pits. PSI into the pits, Hushrav into the pits.
I mean,
Shadow.
it's a no-brainer now. You by the time
Yep.
the safety car goes, it will be dry. Everyone should go to the dry.
Correct. That is actually true.
It'll be interesting to
Gosalia
see
is
who goes on the
ghosted.
mediums and who goes on
Oh
the
wait,
hards.
I just got Vyom and Phantom fighting in the pit lane, and Phantom losing his wing, or was it okay? Vyom
I think Vyom
losing.
lost his wing.
Yeah, and Phantom as well. So
That
Phantom and
promotes
Yash.
Caesar ahead of
Yash
Vyom.
has to wait.
Has just joined back?
I don't think so. His
Looks
car
like.
is still ghosted. So maybe he has to take the control of his car, and maybe then. Did you see
But
him joining
thankfully,
back?
at least no. But they have at least put soft tires on him, so
Oh, I
yeah,
still
he's
see
not
TBK
completely
struggling
screwed
on mediums. Okay,
Yeah,
TBK
he is.
dives into the pits. Maybe he has a wing damage.
No, I think he had a broken wing from the previous lap, so I think that's why he's struggling.
Okay. Mayank also in the pits. Does he have wing
So
damage?
we don't have equivalent of the URL Pradeep in D1, who's setting fastest laps yesterday on wet tires
Yes.
in a dry track.
Oh. And Ajitesh Redstone says there's a power cut for Yash Gosalia.
Oh,
That's unfortunate. Oh, PSI has spun. PSI noob. And he has broken his front wing as well. He's spinning. I hope that doesn't give him a rear wing damage, because he did hit his rear wing.
I think the people on mediums are gonna be a little more aggressive at the restart because they'll have more temperature and confidence in the tires.
Yeah, the track has dried up like properly. I don't see any raindrops, nothing. It's not wet at all. But
There's
still
a
people
little
are
bit of
losing.
spray on the pod cam. There are droplets on the pod cam if you see shadow.
I really don't see any rain droplets.
Okay, maybe it's me then.
Yeah.
So we have Hushrav leading the race and Chips behind him, just like a flashback of the last season where both of them were locked in the last race title battle. Send Yash an invite if you can, Smith.
I really can't.
I think we have to figure this out on how we can do that.
Yep. Nubshan Phantom gets 5-second penalty. I think it was during the safety car. So Chips, Nubshan, Caesar, Abhi climbing up some places. PSI has lost 13 places unfortunately during that safety car incident. I don't know what exactly happened with him, but he did spin. I hope he doesn't have a rear wing damage is what I'm really concerned about.
So IF has really impressed us in D1. I mean, in his first season, he wins the P2 championship and goes into D1.
Yeah.
And I think he's P2 in the Drivers' Championship now and P3 in this race. So he's really come into his own once he's been promoted to D1. And the championship, Drivers' Championship is surprisingly second, third, and fourth are by ex-D2 drivers. So D1 drivers need to score some points quickly so that they can get their place back.
Caesar, who is leading the championship, is in points right now. I guess it's P1 to P12, if I'm not wrong, in IRL. So he is getting some points there. I do feel he could climb up a few places. We still have 18 more laps to go, so you never know what could happen.
So the safety car just doesn't seem to want to go in.
Yeah, Mayank has dived into pits again. I don't know. I think he's going for mediums and a wing change.
Yeah, so he broke his wing on the sauce and now he's gone on the mediums.
Yep. He glitched for me for some reason. I don't know.
I think Miami is full of glitches. Every time I crossed the start finish line yesterday, the car used to glitch. It used to disappear and come back on my screen.
I think safety car should be in this lap. I hope Mayank catches
I think
up.
Mayank
I think he's there.
will catch
He
up
will.
in time.
Yeah. He will.
So
He will.
safety
He has.
car should be in this lap. Let's see. Shadow Sword should be one to watch out for. And
Yeah.
Yash Kosalia is still ghosted. He hasn't been able to join back. Jishnu is also ghosted. So we have position 12 and 13 ghosted.
Yeah. So that's easy overtake for I think Azun PSI and the people behind. But I'm gonna be on board with Chips to see how Hushraf takes this.
So do you think the medium tire runners will have to pit again?
I don't really think so. But it definitely would be a bit, I think, worn by the end. Hard's definitely not.
So Hushraf has now
Hushraf
gone.
takes it to the end, yeah.
It's VFX is trying to drive on the inside of the IF.
Yeah, he does. He makes the move.
He does make the move.
Yep.
Shadow Sword jumps out the opportunity. Oh, IF is losing a lot of positions. Just when Thakurwa said, let's go IF is dropping down the order.
Oh, people
Does he have
overtaking
wing
the
damage?
ghosted car. Oh, I see both the Alpine drivers diving. Okay, thank God that was a ghosted car.
Arjun is making a move on Abhi, and I think he'll get this done pretty easily on the straight. And yeah, he does that comfortably.
Yep.
Shadow's really close to Chips, dives on the inside, makes the apex, gives him enough space, and makes the move cleanly.
Yeah, but it's very close between Shadow, Chips, and Vifix. I think the section, every car just piles up over there, so that's why it
Yeah.
feels really close. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
Chips
Shadow
lost
is making
one
a move
position
on
over there.
Hushrav and goes on his inside. I think he'll get this move done pretty comfortably.
Yeah,
He
he
does.
did.
So the medium tires are the OP strategy now. Let's see if they last right till the end of the race. Do we have a yellow flag on sector 3? Who spun out? I see Phantom dropping a lot of positions and he's still
Yeah,
circling around
Phantom
the
spun
track.
out. I hope that's not a safety car. Thank God it's not.
So we have Caesar into the pits. What happened there?
Maybe he.
Is it a wing change? Yep, he does have wing damage. I think there's an
Yeah.
incident that we can
Kimi
catch on
and
to.
Vyom at it. Kimi was really close, but I guess Vyom doesn't let him overtake. Jishnu, I guess, overtook Yash Gosalia.
I
Okay,
think
that's.
V6 is going to make a move on Chips now. If he gets close enough, will he? Won't he?
I think
Not
TBK
on
spun
this
out.
straight, maybe. V6 goes on the inside of Chips and they get very close to each other.
Very
Going
close.
side by
This is not
side.
the right section to overtake, and Vifix, I
I
think,
think he
backs out.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. I think he'll get his chance in the next straight.
Yep.
Oh, and he
Oh, that's a.
taps him in the back, but both
I
of them,
think I
I
think
don't
Vyom
think
spun out in that
have any damage.
incident. I
Okay,
guess Vyom reset on
so
track. I
that's a
don't know, but
win-win for
let's see.
everyone.
Yeah. But Vifix is really close to Chips. Is he gonna make the move? I see two Mercedes boys behind Azun overtaking Nukshan. But Chips maintains his position. Meanwhile,
So Shadow
Mayank,
Sword is clearly the fastest person on track as of now.
I think Mayank overtook Abhi. Mayank did. Vyom into the pits. I guess he has
Azun
damage.
jumps on the inside of Noopshan, but backs out.
Vifix really close to Chips again.
I think it's really important that V6 make this move now because
Yeah, I think
otherwise
he
he's losing
definitely
track to
will.
Usher. He
He's
will
gonna get
see that.
DRS. Yep.
So will Chips
Easy move.
fight back?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. I think Chips would definitely wait for the back straight.
So
But
we have
Kimi has
Mayank
joined
dropping
them.
down. Does he have wing damage? He just overtook Abhi and is now dropped back to places. So. And Phantom is really aggressive on Abhi right now. He's really impatient. I think it's better if he waits for the straight. So it's an all-out charge from the Phantom on Abhi. Let's see if he can get this move done. Abhi moves onto the inside line. Phantom goes even more on the inside line, covers him off and makes the move.
Makes the move down. Yeah. But I think TBK also made a move on Mayank.
I think Mayank has a slight wing damage because he's been dropping places.
I think Chips is kind of losing out some time. I'm going to see the tire situation. So Kimi on mediums and Chips on hards. Okay, I see why.
Yeah. But Hushav is keeping up really well with Shadow even on the hards as compared to the mediums. So I guess
I guess he's just
advantage.
staying behind him DRS after DRS. So that's a very smart move. And in that, Kimi overtook Chips. Okay, Jishnu and Yash are both ghosted.
So Caesar would be praying for another safety car now because he's 10 seconds off the guy ahead of him.
Oh, I see someone spin. Is that Noopshan? Yep, that was Noopshan. Unfortunate for him.
Noopshan has blocked the track.
But he's ghosted, that's fine.
So was it a teammate battle that led to the crash for Noobsan?
I didn't really feel, but you never know.
So now it's Azun on chips, both of
Yep.
them on similar tires. This might be interesting.
Yeah, and meanwhile, Phantom really close to TBK. He did come close, I guess. Caesar putting up the fastest lap. Caesar in P14, okay. We have Jishnu and Yash Gosalia in pits. Okay, I think it's their AI.
So Hoshav is doing just enough to stay within the DRS of Shadow. If Shadow wants any chance to win the race, he needs to get Hoshav out of his DRS ASAP.
Yeah, but we know Hushraf is quick, and he is always staying in the DRS of Shadow. He's not making any moves. I think he has enough laps to, stick his hearts with. So I think he's definitely gonna go for a longer run here than Hushraf. Hushraf tires would be struggling towards the end, is what I feel. Sorry,
And
Shadow's
Azun
tires.
tries to make a move on Chips meanwhile. He's really close to Chips.
Yeah,
I
he
think
has
he
got a
will
good
dive down
exit.
the inside now. He gets DRS. Oh, Chips also has DRS.
Oh, he sticks. He doesn't make the move.
I think these two are one of the cleanest drivers and we can expect clean racing from them. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, but in all that, PSI has caught up. So Chips is losing time to Kimi, and Noobshan makes the move.
Azun,
Yep.
no?
Yeah, my bad. Azun. Yep. Azun got him like way before the turn. So yeah, that's good for him. And Hushraf still sticking behind Shadow. So I think that is really helping him. I want to see if Vifix is catching up to Hushraf and Shadow. So I think I'll check again on him in a couple of laps because the gap is
No,
2
V6
seconds as
is, he
of
was
now.
3 seconds behind Hushraf the last lap. I think
Okay.
Hushraf did make a mistake in the second sector somewhere, so he's lost a little bit of time to Shadow and to V6. But
All
yeah,
right.
V6 is closing in on them and their lap times are pretty similar as of now.
Kimi just put up the fastest lap, so that's great for him. Oh, Nubshan had to
And
go a little
that's
wide.
a big dive from PSI on chips, but a successful one, a clean one.
Oh, I think I missed that.
So I think Chips is not liking the set of tires
Yep.
on his car. Because now
Yep.
Arif is catching up on him.
He has.
So
He
the
has.
McLarens are doing well. They're tag teaming on 8 and 9.
Does Chips have DRS? I think he doesn't.
No, Chips
Because
doesn't.
Ahif has the DRS on Chips. I think Chips also has. It's very difficult to see from front.
No,
I don't know.
he doesn't have DRS.
Okay.
So the gap stays the same between the top three. Kimi doesn't close in on VFX.
Yeah, but
In
Kimi
fact, he's
is.
lost some time.
Yeah, but Kimi actually is playing pretty safe. He doesn't have to really make the moves over here. He has to wait for maybe guys ahead to, I don't know, crash into each other or make some mistake. So because he's 3.5 seconds behind Vifix, but also Azun is 2 to 2.5 seconds, having that gap behind Kimi. So he's, I think, P4 in a safe position. So
Yeah.
yep.
So Phantom is attacking Noobshan and Ahif is close to Chips. Let's see how that goes. Khusrav is really close to Shadow suddenly. Will he make the move on this straight? I think Khusrav
He could,
will.
but
He will. He's
would
dived on the
he?
inside already, and
I think he does. Yep.
that's done. That's done.
Yeah. I don't
But
really
Shadow is
see
pretty feisty. I
VFix
don't
catching
think
up.
he's gonna let that go so easily. Yeah, I mean VFix is now 1.7 seconds behind
Yeah,
Shadow.
I think in all that, VFX did catch up actually 6 tenths, 7 tenths. So,
Yes.
yeah, in just those 3 turns.
So I think the mediums are losing their pace advantage by about now. We have a
Is
yellow
that
flag in
Mayank?
sector 1.
Yeah, Mayank spun out, so
Is that a
that's
safety
unfortunate.
car?
But no, I don't think so. He's kept his
No.
car running. Oh, look at that. VFX has almost caught up with these guys. That's great for them.
So now
Ahif in
it's
the
going to be a
meantime,
three-way battle for the peace
yeah,
victory.
Caesar just I think overtook Abhi.
So
Vyom
we have another
retired.
yellow flag in who's retired? Vyom.
Vyom. Oh my
Is
god, I
that
have
another
no
safety
idea
car?
what happened there. That maybe
Yes, it
that
is
is
a
a
safety car.
safety car.
So now that helps all the people who are in the bottom half of the race. Abhi already jumps into the pits.
Yeah,
Caesar jumps into the pits.
yeah.
I think soft tires would be a good bet because they just have to run 7 or 8 laps. Oh, we have a drive-through penalty for Tanish Peak to run for ignoring yellow flags.
Wait.
So,
Yeah,
does
Caesar
Hushra
goes on
fit?
soft. I think it all
I
comes
think
down
Shadow has to do
to
exactly the opposite of what Hushraf does. Because if it is status quo, then I don't think Shadow can attack with his pace as of now.
if it were me, I don't think I would have pitted. It's just 9 laps, and safety car would
True.
stay for 2 laps. So I'm getting only 6 or 7 laps to get those positions. And
True.
looking at their, if Hushraf pits right now, he would be P6 or P7
No, I
if
don't
nobody
think he's
pits.
gonna pit.
He
Oh,
did.
he does go into the pits.
Shadow
Or does he
goes
do a
into the
dummy?
pits. Vivix goes into the.
Oh,
Okay, so
everyone's jumping into the pits.
everybody is.
So now
Kimi
we know,
also.
Smith, why you are not a D1 champion. And I am not a D1 champion.
Yeah. So everybody in the pits. Everybody in the pits. So yeah.
So let's see who stays out. Who goes for the road less traveled as of now, if you can call it that.
Khosrav goes on mediums. Interesting.
But he had
Azun
a lot
on
of
mediums.
soft tires. Everyone had soft tires because they had a wet quali session. I don't know why he would do
Yes.
that.
I think they don't want to take chance where they feel tires could wear out.
No, I mean even with my amateur driving, I can run the softs for 7 laps. These guys can easily run it for longer
Yeah.
than that. So Caesar
Could.
take the gamble to stay out and tries to jump a few places. It's going to be really close between him and Noobshan and Phantom coming out of the pits, but he does not make positions by staying out.
Yeah, I guess if it were me, maybe I would have put it. I don't know. I'm
So
not
now
really.
it's disadvantage Caesar because everyone around him is on the faster tire with
Correct.
fewer laps to go.
Because
So that
he
didn't pay off.
only has Abhi behind him, really, because Jishnu and Yash are ghosted. Mayank
I
was a
think he
bit
can
too
still
far.
do a pit stop and come back ahead of Jishnu maybe.
Actually, yes, he can.
So Caesar, if you're listening,
You have to pit. Here you go. That we are your strategy guys. But really interesting, Hushrav and Azun in the top 10s on the medium tires.
I think they will be slightly disadvantaged for the first lap, but After that, it's just about who will be braver on the brakes.
Yeah. Let's see if Caesar, Mayank dive into the pits. If guys y'all are listening, y'all should.
He's still 16 seconds ahead of Jishnu, and Jishnu is anyways ghosted, so I think he should pit. So yeah, Caesar can pay us later for giving us this
Caesar goes into the pits.
strategy. Yeah.
Yes, he didn't listen to us, I guess. Or I think maybe he was just maybe the team fucked his strategy.
No, I don't think that was a problem because he was really behind V6. I mean, they could have easily gone to the pits on the same lap. I think he was trying to make up a few positions by staying on the harder tire, which didn't work out.
Okay, Mayank also dives into the pits. So yeah, but he really needs to catch up with these guys.
I think
Vifix,
he will.
sorry, Caesar did come out on P16, so not really ahead of Jishnu and Yash. But
But both of them are
again,
ghosted anyway,
ghosted,
so they'll
yes.
just,
So
yeah,
he's
that's the
actually
safety.
lost one position, technically speaking, to Abhi. And as far as I know, Abhi won't really fight against Caesar.
No. I think Abhi is one of the cleanest racers in our league and he will not
Correct.
fight you even if he can. If he thinks that he's not as fast as you, he'll just let you go.
Yeah. I hope Mayank catches up because he's too far behind. Would that would safety car come in because he's not really caught up? But as far as I know, F122 is
I
like,
think it will
hey
be
man,
a
I
really
don't
late
care.
call. It will be a
Yeah,
really late call for the safety car, so I hope everyone stays prepared because even 75% into the third sector, I've seen safety cars being called in. So
wow,
I think
safety car
Mayank should.
still not in the lap.
Let's see if Mayank catches up in time. I
I
don't
don't
think
think
he will be
so.
able to catch up. So there's
It
another
couldn't
lap
be
for the
that
safety
late.
car. So
Yeah,
advantage soft tire running, guys.
exactly. Oh, I think that really helps Shadow, Vifix, Kimmy, and all these guys on softs. So, yep. But let's see how Hushraf holds these guys.
So Smith, what are predictions? Top three.
I know Shadow is very quick, so is Vifix. Maybe they can make a move on Hushraf, and then I could see maybe Vifix and Shadow fighting for the win. And
I think if there is no incidents, then BFIX should be P1, Hushav would be P3, and Shadow would be P2.
yeah, provided they don't.
Collide.
Yes, but I'm also interested in what PSI really does over here because Azun is in P5.
I think it would be easy for PSI to jump Azul, not taking anything away from Azul's pace, but PSI has been pretty quick in Miami.
PSI has really good pace in Miami. I've seen that. I know for a fact that Kimi wasn't catching up with the top three, top four guys earlier. He was keeping his gap with the guys behind. So very similar pace between PSI Kimi is what I feel, but you never know. I'll have to check race director for their lap times. Let me
Let me
quickly do
just do
that.
that.
Yeah, even I'm. Wait, what happened? I couldn't open. Yeah. Okay. I think they have a very similar pace, doing 132s, 130. Yeah. So very similar pace. You never know what happens, but I'm gonna be on board with Shadow now because the safety car is gonna be in this lap definitely. And let's see what Khoshrab does over here. Oh, Khoshrab goes for it.
So that's a good restart from Mushraf.
Yep.
Shadows half a second behind him. V6 half a second behind him. No one making moves as of now. Easy level is close to his teammate, but I think he'll not do that in this lap.
Yeah, but look at the way Shadow has really caught up with Hushraf. And
Caesar's overtaking the ghost of Yash. Now he should be overtaking the ghost of Jishnu any time now.
yep, TBK is really close to easy level.
So TBK still has to service drive-through, so
That's very
That's
unfortunate for
unfortunate.
him. Yep, there goes points for him.
So considering how aggressive Shadow's been, I don't think he's gonna wait for the DRS to be enabled before he starts attacking Washraf. I think he's gonna go guns blazing.
Yeah, he could be going. You never know. But
And
Vifix is
TBK's
also
got another
really
penalty.
close. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I hope nobody spins out over there. I think nobody does, so that's great.
Surprisingly, PSI is not closing in on Azun. Has he made a mistake or broken his wing?
I think his wings are intact. I'm scared about his rear wing still. I never know. But Hushraf is keeping that gap. There's
So we have a yellow
a
flag in sector 3. Who's dropping
TBK
down?
spun out.
TBK.
Unfortunate. Again.
He should service drive-through now, but I think they will change his wings if he's broken it right now. So he might not be able to serve it.
Yeah.
Caesar's
Really
overtaken
close.
Abhi meanwhile
Yep,
and really close to Nubshan. So that soft tire change really paying off for him.
Yes, it does. Vifix is really close to Shadow. Shadow already has a 1 second gap to Hushraf, so Hushraf is doing great.
So Shav is really showing his pace even though
crashed
Chips has
somewhere.
retired and
Yes.
Easy Level has retired. Did they have an incident together? Is that another safety car? That's another safety car.
Oh my god. That is...
But Hushra was really pushing on his mediums comparatively to the guys behind on softs, so I guess he has more pace than he's shown already.
Yep. He definitely has more pace. I don't know if Shadow made any mistake over there because Vifix really was really close to him. But this gives a second chance to guys like Shadow, Vifix, and everyone behind to make some overtakes. And even Caesar because he's now P10.
So now does anybody go in for pressure softs?
Let's see. I don't think so.
It
Anyone.
doesn't make sense to go in,
Yeah.
but
I mean, if I were Abhi or Mayank, I would have. Not really, actually. Jishnu and Yash. Honestly, if I were Mayank or Abhi, I would have. Because Abhi is on
Yeah, I
6
mean-
lap old softs. I'm losing one position really.
yeah.
So, but Abhi I know wouldn't go for those kind of overtakes towards the end.
True.
But what has happened?
So I think now this was the fourth or the third safety car for this race.
I think it was the fourth one.
So they have equaled our talents in D2.
Yes, it doesn't matter. D1, D2, D0, D3. This is Miami SCGP. But I didn't really catch what happened to Chips over there.
I didn't catch it myself. I was
Yeah,
watching
Chips
another
and
lap.
Easy Level, unfortunate incident.
And both
But-
of them are very clean drivers. I don't know what happened. Was it another third driver who caused that? I think we'll get to know in the stewards room.
Yeah, or maybe if Chips or Easy are there watching the stream, maybe you can let us know what really happened with you all over there.
Apologies, Yash. We don't know if we can invite you on this new game because we've searched
We
for it,
can't.
find it.
I did try. I mean, there's nothing I see as in white. So, yeah, I'm not gonna quit to mean, yeah.
So we have a viewer asking if this is a F122 race. Fluffy Kiwi, yes, Fluffy Kiwi. This is a F122 race in the EA Sports Codemasters game.
Yeah.
If you're from India and you play on the PS, you can join Indian Racing League and play with us.
I'm looking at the number of pit stops people have made. Caesar and Mayank have made 5.
5?
5. So that's interesting.
So I think it's a really close-knit team at Alpha Tauri and Haas. They like to keep meeting frequently.
Yes. And the position changes that has happened. Azun has climbed 14 places. So that's really amazing.
I think he's very used to it now. Driver of the day, according to the game, is to the driver who's got most positions. He's always doing a last to whatever position he ends to, so he always gains a lot of positions. If there was a fantasy league, I think Azun would be on top of everyone's list.
Caesar still has the fastest lap, so that's good for him.
So I think safety car has to be in this lap. We'll have 2 laps of racing, no DRS, nobody has pitted. We have 4 drivers on the mediums, 2 AI and 2 are Azun and Hushrav.
Yep.
And by now I think the softs would have lost their sting 6 laps into it, so there is no inherent advantage that I see apart from a shorter braking distance.
But honestly,
so let's see who's braver.
Out of those laps, 4 laps have been under safety car. So that's there. They
But
haven't
the
really
softs
lost
would
much.
perform on their prime in the first couple of laps. I mean, that's a visible advantage over the mediums. I don't think that visible advantage will stay, but let's hope for the best. The guys on the softs.
Yep. And I'm on board with Shadow. And I think Hushrav. Yep, he
Hushrav
does.
has already pumped it. Yeah, he's already pumped it.
Yeah.
VFix has been caught napping a bit. Kimi is caught napping. Azun stayed.
PSI definitely caught napping.
PSI definitely caught napping. And Abhi's been caught napping. He's lost 2.5 seconds to Caesar. Mayank is
Nupshan spun there.
Is there a crash?
Yeah, that was Nupshan. Very unfortunate for him. We were just, I think that's a commentator's curse. He goes back to P14. Oh my god.
I think we'll be seeing donuts from Nupshan at the end of the race.
Yeah, we could be. But, yeah. Let's see what happens between Hushrav, Shadow and Vifix. Because Kimi has a 1 second gap to Vifix. Azun really close to Kimi.
So I think considering the situation now, I think Hushrav and VFix will be battling for the lead. It's just a matter of time before VFix gets Shadow.
You never know.
He has lost a lot of ground to VFix. Azun is on his inside. They're both side by side. I think he should get it done pretty easily. They're pretty equal on their ERS. And
oh, there's no contact. Okay, I thought
on the outside defense loses it.
Yeah,
but manages to catch it. Azun attacking Kimi now. Will he dive on the inside? No, he decides
doesn't.
against it.
But PSI really close to them in all this. I mean, mind you, Azun is on mediums attacking Kimi on softs, so that is great.
So I think Kimi is not liking
Vifix and Shadow has a contact. I just caught that. Oh my god, they both lose out from P2 and P3 and puts Kimi in P2, Azun in P3. Oh shit, that is crazy. Caesar goes
Kimi
p6, so
is
that
the
is
slow and steady wins the race kind of a
yep,
guy.
yep. Or is Azun gonna get him because he's just 3 tenths behind him, and there is the main straight remaining. So that is definitely a win for Hushraf. He just has to, get the car crossing the finish line, and that's about it.
I think this is really a crucial section. Azun really has to keep close to Kimi, otherwise he doesn't stand a chance. He has kept close to Kimi. I think he should get this done comfortably now.
Yep. I
So
think this should
I
be
don't think
easy for Azun.
Ahif is
Just
closing in on PSI, and both of them are down on ERS. I think Ahif should be doing this pretty comfortably. PSI goes on the inside, gives him enough room on the outside. PSI
yeah.
and
Oh no, that
Ahif
was
still
very
side by
close.
side, they have contact, and Ahif has to back
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
And meanwhile, Caesar has made up a lot of places and finishes P6. So I think that
Yep.
keeps him P1 in the Drivers' Championship, and Mayank crosses the line in 10th, Abhi 11th, Yash is ghosted car on 12th, Jishnu 13th, and Nushan 14th.
Damn, what a race. We had some last lap shenanigans
So there's
between
Donuts that I was
Shadow
talking
and
about
Vifix.
from Nubshan.
Yeah, he heard us, I guess, and maybe you gave him an idea over there.
So we are owed by two people to give them strategies which are unbeatable.
Yes. In the meantime, can you just invite Hushraf, Kimi, and Azun to the party?
Sure.
Yep. So that was a D1 race at Miami by Indian Racing League. And we saw Hushraf keeping it clean until the end, finishing and winning the Miami Grand Prix, Miami ST Grand Prix, I would say. And unfortunate moment between Vifix and Shadow, who jumbled down from P2 and P3, which puts Kimi on P2. And I guess it was Nupshan? Oh, sorry, Azun on P3, or was it? I need to check. Yep, that is Azun on P3, and PSI climbing up positions during the end of the race. And P4, I have P5, Caesar P6 from P18, so that is great. Phantom P7, Shadow P8, Vifix P9, unfortunate for these guys. Mayank P10, Abhi P11, Yash Gosalia, Jishnu P12, P13, and Nukshan P14. And I guess easy level chips, TBK, Vyom, and Basil DNF'd.
So it's Hushraf, Azun, and Kimi, right?
Yep. And Caesar takes the fastest lap, so yeah, that's good for him.
So I have invited all of them. They still haven't joined yet. Azun says he can't join for the podium.
Okay.
Kimi says he won't be able to join the party.
Well, that's unfortunate. Is Hushram joining us then?
Hushraf. Hushraf, if you can hear us, please join the party. Can you send him an invite, because I've invited him and I think he's not received it.
Okay, let me do that. Yep, Hushrav is here. Hey Hushrav, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Congratulations, Usraf.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
We
before
won't
we
have the others joining us for the interview, so it's just you.
yeah,
Okay, nice.
Hushrav, I hope your voice sharing is on. So
Yeah, I was just checking that. Yeah,
Yep.
it's on. It's been a
perfect.
while since I've been in the podium, so I had to check it was on.
I mean, great race by you. I was really wondering the entire race, especially during the end, those last 9 laps where you put it on mediums instead of softs, and that really caught me because I thought you wouldn't have the advantage, but you managed to keep the guys behind and did finish P1, did win the race. So could you please take us through how it was?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, so the starting bit was just, surviving the wet. That was the main goal. I had a bit of contact with VFix. I mean, I'm fairly sure there was nothing I could have done differently from my end. It's just understeer in the wet. I think he just hit me on the side. So I think he knows that as well. So it's nothing I'm worried about particularly. But yeah, it was just mainly surviving the wet. I knew the hard, going on to the hard would be a disadvantage at the start. But the reason I went on to the hard was I wanted a set of mediums for the end, because I did no practice whatsoever at Miami. But one thing I did know is that the softs don't work here at all. They literally work for like the first 4 corners when they're warmer than the mediums, and after that they drop off. So I purposely wanted to save a set for the mediums, set of mediums for the end. So I took the L early on and I went on to the hards. I couldn't fight Shadow and all at the start, but then once I got the pace through, I went and I passed him because his mediums died off. And then obviously, predictably, that end safety car came out. Just when things were going really well for me and I could just cruise to the end on hards, we had that safety car.
Yeah.
And yeah, then I just decided to box in the mediums. I won't lie, it was nervy seeing everyone behind on softs, but I did have to back my decision because I had to continuously tell myself, like, just remember, like, the softs go off. Just, yeah, like, keep that in your minds. Like, I knew if I had to, like, if I survived the first 1 or 2 laps, then I'd be okay after that, because after that, the medium is way quicker. The soft just, it's not even about the wear, the soft just overheats completely and falls off. So I knew I had to just keep them behind for the first lap or so. And unfortunately, there was another safety car at the end which allowed them to cool down their softs again. And then I think the pressure was even more. The first safety car at the end, the one where I went on to the mediums, that one I think I pulled out a way faster gap than I did on the last restart.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't know what happened on the last lap behind me, but there was just chaos, and I saw there was like a 3 second gap. And yeah, since lap 2, I was on 2 warnings. So I had to do 27 laps on one single warning. So Mickey Mouse section, I was losing like 4 tenths, 5 tenths every single lap because I just couldn't attack the curbs at all. I put myself on 2 warnings within the first 2 laps, so it was a long race.
I can only imagine. Yep.
So that was a good race from you, Ashraf. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
And I just wanted to know, could you have finished the race on your hards? Why did you decide to pit? Did you know everyone else was pitting? What was the thought behind that?
See, for hards, I would have definitely not taken till the end because I knew everyone behind me would box. And primarily, I was racing with Shadow and VFix, and I knew for a fact VFix was on the hards, and there was no way VFix would take the hards to the end either because it's just not viable. There's no reason to go on the hards. I mean, stay out in the hards when the mediums or even the softs for that matter can easily go till the end. The choice I think for everyone was just picking between the softs and the medium. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Azun and me were the only ones who put on the mediums. So it was just, I was knowing that the soft wasn't going to work, which is something I had to really like force myself. Like even until I entered the pit lane, I was alternating the switch between medium and soft. I just couldn't decide what to do. And then I was like, no, just back yourself, like select the mediums and you'll be fine with that. Thankfully, I managed to like get enough temperature during the SC and then just hold off that first lap.
You did. You definitely did great. I mean, you won the race, and yep. I think yesterday also Abhishek actually did put on softs, and he did go for 9 laps. He was in Ferrari. You are in Ferrari.
Yeah, the
So I
thing is,
guess
it is similar. I won't lie. And like I said, the problem with the softs is not the wear. The softs wear wise can go 10, 11 laps as well. It's just the temperature. I think it's like the first sector, especially the high speed. The second you overheat them there, that's it. After that, tires are dead. There's no coming back from it. So the tires will last wear wise still really long, but you have no performance. So yeah.
well, you did keep it clean, and congratulations
Yeah,
once
it was,
again, Mishra.
thanks a lot.
Yeah. Is there anything else, Sachin, that you would like to ask?
No, Smith, no, Smith.
All right, great. So, thank you so much, viewers. This was Miami SCGP for you guys, and hope to see you all again next week at Spa, the Belgium GP. And until then, have a good day or good night. So, bye bye.